So it's round one and Lee Mcgregor's looking to instantly put the pressure on Legrand. He's moving across into Legrand's backhand so that he can get his own backhand into play. He's looking to target that midsection with the straight shots or the uppercut, or go to the head with the straight or the looping sort of right hand. However, as he's moving across, he's playing a dicey game because he's moving into Legrand's backhand, and for every action there's a reaction. So see here, Legrand will shoot a double jab, one to the head, one to the chest. Watch Lee Mcgregor's head position. His head slot is to just drop his head down and get caught with the left uppercut because he's sitting down the centre line, right in line with it. Here he backs out in a straight line, and then in this clip here you'll see him pull out with his chin in the air. He was taking a lot of risks against a good fighter, an undefeated fighter, but someone probably in Lee's mind he felt he could walk down, but he didn't seem to have the defensive responsibility that he should have. And you'll see here, this is coming up to the knockdown. Watch again how he backs up in a straight line, and watch how he dips his head down. Bad habits die hard. So he moves across, Legrand jabs, moves across, and he's moving side to side. Legrand, it wasn't just all the same direction, so he's moving left to right, right to left. But you'll see here he shoots the jab, jab, and then it's a 2-1, and then he lands that left hand and catches Lee as he dips his head down. Oh, that was round 2. We're now into round 4. We're edging towards the finish, but you'll see that Lee takes his head offline. He's moving his feet and his head in sync. He's putting that pressure on. That intensity's there. He's now upping it. He's not overthinking. He's not trying to outthink the southpaw boxer. He's starting to do things what come naturally to him. He's putting that pressure on. But watch here. So he goes under once. He goes under twice. But he doesn't back out in a straight line. He's continually moving the head from side to side. Now he's chopping away at him, putting that pressure on, working off both hands, and then he lands that shot. So we'll come back round here. You see, again, doesn't back out in a straight line. He's sticking closer to Legrand and is allowing himself to be in position to throw those shots to put him under the pressure, and then he's allowed himself to throw that shot to the ribcage and finish the fight. So one of the telltale signs I feel with boxers is when they're feeling the pace, is when they start shaking their arms out, that lactic acid build up. And Legrand was shaking it out quite early in the fight. That was telling me that there was a potential that if you put the pace on, you put the pressure on him, that he would start to feel it. And that was already early in the fight. Some have said that Lee was overlooking Legrand and that it was just a bad night at the office. I think there's a few things. I think Legrand was better than what he expected and people expected. 32-0, former European champion at flyweight, WSB experience. He's no joke. It was no man's fault. But Lee possibly went in with the idea, I'm a bigger, stronger man. I can punch hard, one punch, and I'll put the pressure on him and I'll get him out of there. And he did, but he was taking chances, and I think some of his bad habits were showing up tonight. And the interesting thing is, he's a Ben Davison fighter now, and likes of Lee Wood, Shabazz and others are using the stick, and they often step out in a straight line. Lee steps out in a straight line but with no stick. And it's odd really, because I was actually going to do a video on Lee Wood and some of his defensive issues against Kanzu that I feel like he needs to tidy up on. But for Lee, I feel like he's got to implement his head movement and be able to come off at angles rather than stepping out in straight lines. However, you got the job done. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching.